Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on just exactly when it is that you are watching this Facebook Live. Hello to my Facebook fam. Just wanted to come before you and to ask you to join us in our Loving Your Spouse challenge. This challenge is going to begin on June 3rd at 6 o'clock p.m. 6 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. And we would love to see you there. I've been on Facebook since, well, I'm probably not going to tell you how long I've been on Facebook, but let's just say since I was at Nicholls State University in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And which was a while ago. Hey Stella, how are you? How are you? It's good seeing you, sis. So what I just wanted to share with you is the why. I know most of you, that anybody who follows me or been on my profile probably know that for the last 5, 7, 10 years, all you've seen me post is inspirational quotes, many of the Daily Bread quotes that many people tell me that they're actually being blessed by, and I so appreciate all of the encouragement. So why are you now seeing look like I'm trying to be an internet marketer? Well, because one of the things that in the line of work that I do, I see a lot of relationships that whenever I get to deal with people, they're dealing with broken relationships. And I remember when working at Nichols, I was in administration and I was over housing, and a lot of times is when we had students that would get in sometimes discipline issues, or whether it was boyfriend, girlfriend, people dating each other, we would work with them through was what I would like to call soft skills. So before even leaving Nicholls State University in 2005, myself and a counselor had started a business. The title of the business at that time was called All About Anger. Well, I actually put that on the shelf, and fast forward to 2018, and I am realizing that things were just getting worse and worse. And I had a couple of friends who actually lost their lives to domestic violence situations. And as a person of faith, I remember literally, to be honest with you, hey Nanette, how are you, woman of God? Good seeing you. I literally remember crying before the Lord and just asking, why are you allowing me to see this? And one of the things, I'm one of these crazy Christians, you could call them crazy Jesus freaks, that believe that God still speaks to his people. And I can remember being in the same office that I'm standing in actually now, doing this live, um, hearing that I was supposed to um, teach people teach people some of the skills that I had learned over the years. A lot of times we tend to talk about, especially with our young people or other people, what they don't know, when we have skills that we can actually share with them. So one of the things that we did is we opened up our business called West Development Solutions. So just wanted to spend a little time with you to tell you a little bit more about that. So my wife and my children, they did a vision board at the beginning of the year, and they kind of talked to me about doing one too. And I just want to share my vision board with you, because as you see here is the vision. I want you to know the why. The why are we doing not just Loving Your Spouse challenge, but I'm going to talk about some other things we're doing. Well, the vision is that we believe kingdom principles prepare, protect, and promote healthy relationships. And our mission is to restore and equip relationships after trauma. So when you see the vision, it's when we say loving your spouse, it's not just for spouses, but it's also for people who's thinking about getting married. Because remember, the principles, the kingdom principles, also prepare you for relationships. A lot of the things we talk about, even within the training, is how we really weren't taught what to love our spouse looks like. um, and that was one of the things that caused me a lot of problems within my marriage when I first got married, was because I came in with my own set of ideas, and of course, my lovely wife, she came in with her own set of ideas. You're certainly welcome to that. Yeah, you're certainly welcome. It's a privilege to share it with you. So until we really know what a healthy relationship looks like, it's sometimes really difficult to know if you're even in a healthy relationship, right? So we want to help people to prepare people, but also for those who've already made a commitment, we also want to protect that commitment. So we teach skills and we talk about those skills and what exactly that looks like, but not only to protect, but also to promote healthy relationships as well. So that, because guess what? It's not just about the spouses. It's not just about your spouse. It's also about your children. One of the things that we talk about, because we are people of faith, is we talk about how it is that we believe that one of the things the Bible does is when Jesus is talking about the marriage, he looks at the marriage as so important that he calls the church his bride. So actually, even the loving your spouse challenge in the training is not this is not about a moment. This is about a movement. This is not just about you and your spooky. Yes, we want you to have an excited, prosperous, intimate uh, marriage. Of course we do, but it's so much more about that, because the marital relationship is the epitome of all relationships. It's that relationship that the world should be able to look at and say, "Oh, that's how I'm supposed to even treat my children. That's how I'm supposed to treat my family. This is how I'm supposed to treat my coworkers. This is how I'm supposed to treat my supervisor." So it's not a surprise that there's been such an attack on marriage because of that reason. So I don't want, I'm not trying to preach to anyone tonight. I just really want to share the vision board with you and to show you. And that's why you see, yeah, true, right, Stella? And that's why you see on the board, you see the little child up here that might have looked like, he was in need, but then you see the child, we're bridging the gap to where the child can learn. And you also see the way you have people protesting, but those people are also the same people that can worship together. And then, because again, I have a certain heart for survivors of domestic violence, that you see the lady with the love shouldn't hurt, but then across the bridge you see there a family, a family. So what someone prophesied to me during the pandemic, not even knowing about my vision board, was that God was going to use West Development Solutions to bridge the gap, to bridge the gap. So this is part of what we're doing. And I just wanted to be able to come before you again, before the challenge actually gets started in a few hours. Again, I'm not sure when it is that you're watching this, but it's going to start on June 3rd at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. So if you are married and are engaged or even thinking of being married, I do want to invite you. Um, there is a registration fee. The registration fee is $27. But the awesome part about that is once you join the private Facebook group and you place into the group, for all future trainings, you're already in the group, because this is not the only time we're going to do this training. So I just ask you to be prayerful. And if any of this resonates with you, if you're interested in strengthening your marriage, this is not about the number of years you've been married, by the way. Let me just say that. It's not about whether your marriage is struggling. We have marriages that's thriving, that's in the group, that's still collaborating with other marriages, because remember, it's not just about us. It's not just about the married. It's about generations. It's about breaking off some of those old cycles. It's about learning some things that you probably didn't even know may be still affecting your marriage or other relationships. So that's what I just wanted to kind of share with you all on tonight. Lovingyourspouse.com. Registration is going to close on Friday, June 4th for midnight. And the reason it is if you haven't joined in by then, we're going to only have 3 more nights of training. And we just want to be very respectful, but we also want to continue to pour in and connect with the people that's actually in the challenge. So go to lovingyourspouse.com and we hope that we see you all in there. Listen, by the way, if you know anyone that you think that this may help, please do share it with them. And for my single folks, we're going to be doing some trainings as well, because we just started with the marital relationship, because I truly believe that's with all that's within me, that's that top relationship. I mean, because man, God will allow your spouse to be a mirror to you and show you some stuff in you that you didn't even know was there. You know. Yeah. All right. We'll just leave it at that. God bless you, and may God keep you. This is my prayer.